want to share with you my next DIY project. I haven't built anything, haven't assembled anything for a while, and I got this frame, I got this bike, and look at this. I think you guys know what's coming. So this will be all DIY, all these parts are coming out, and there's a new CYC motor coming, so it'll be installed there. I think that's coming in next week or next 2 following weeks, and we're gonna make this bike super fast. Like this frame, it's all carbon fiber, everything, everywhere. It's super light. This bike weighs like probably 25, maybe 22 pounds. I can lift it with my left hand. It's super light, and it's not top of the line component, but pretty close. So this is going to be super exciting. This is going to be probably one of my best DIY builds for commuting, for fun, for off-roading. But at the same time, I want to show you this project. So this is another level. So the builder actually is way ahead of me. I've been so busy. I stopped, customizing and building my CYC kit. But this motor now has the coolant inside, and it actually outputs 8,000 watts, and the builder actually did exactly what I wanted to do. And this is very, very complicated. He removed the rear hub, and the hub was actually stopping, reaching that maximum power, and the level of customization, it's insane. Like cooling the CYC, BAC 2000. So it's not completed yet, it's still a work in progress, but 72 volts, and look at the chain. There'll be a rear cassette in the back. Like the amount of work is been done here, it's insane. Magra brakes, just the brakes alone were like $600. Like I think it's invested around 9K, and the power output, it's just insane. We're gonna try to show you this today, but I'll ask the builder to walk you guys a little bit through and show you what's inside and what has been done here. But I feel like this rider went above and beyond. The level of knowledge he has, and he actually is going to help me to catch up with the speed build and get there, is just insane. Like he tried different hubs, he snapped like so many hubs, so many chains broke, and this needs to be finalized, but still, like the performance is insane, guys. Like this bike, it's what you want to have. It's like motorcycle. I think we'll break some speed records today and show you guys everything. It's just unbelievable cool.
A little bit of comedy right here on the other side.
Yeah.
You'll notice there's some comedy there.
Yeah, this is just temporary to store.
Little joke. What started it all right here was the boosted board company for me. So
yeah, but that will be fixed. So that's it's not concerned. And the shock alone was $800, right?
I think like seven.
Yeah. Like this is like everything was really top notch. And look at, I mean, there's still work needs to be done here and fixed, but it's insane. Look at this just rear thing. You cannot buy this. So all this is custom work, custom spokes, and they're actually the top of the line strength, so they can support the torque. And this motor, it's only rated 5,000, but you can actually squeeze up to 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 watts easily if you set it up and you cool it off and you do the proper work for it. So it's insane.
This is my build. It started off as a Super 73 RX. I think it's like the Rhino color. Rhino.
Yep.
Did the Dury hand grips from a Super 73. Ended up getting this throttle from, I think, Grintech.
I have the same throttle in my kit, yeah.
And then this right here is really, the only way to describe it is just one finger to hit brakes. It's all carbon fiber, MT8, Magura. You can look it up. It really just speaks for itself when you find out what the specs are. And then here, I can tell you that anyone who knows about Pelican cases or hunting and rifles and things like that and weaponry, that these are the most dependable cases. And here there's a couple of things that make it interesting. There's a carbon fiber panel from McMaster & Carr, Bicycle Motor Works battery pack. I think it's a 12SP. And then it can house your watches, it can house your chains. It's got enough space. There's a drop down converter to help you put the accessories onto a one-touch panel, which is something you can get on Amazon. I think it's like $60 or something like that. So one touch over here, right? or however you want to program it, but I've got the front and back beams programmed on one touch. So on the back over here, this is a light, I think it's from Germany, it's called Supernova is the brand. At night it's very, very bright. What else? And on the front, this is the OG light that I think Super 73 just re-released. I forget what the lumen count is. I think it's above 600.
600?
Yeah, it's above 600.
It's probably enough. It looks super bright. Yeah, it looks really bright.
It's extremely bright. And then over here, there's a company in Canada. This is the secondary battery that I have on my other red RX, and I just put it on for today's purposes. But it's a P42 moly cell, and I think I paid 600 for it from affordablebikes.com or affordableebikes.com. I can give you a link.
Yeah,
so
we'll post it. Yep.
This is an Izumi chain. All right. There's slack in here, and you're probably thinking, why would you do that? But the reason is because, as you notice, I do not have a tensioner in the back. What I did was I fine-tuned the Fox shock so that for my weight, when I sit down, I can actually tighten the chain itself with my weight. So
Got it, yeah. And how much do you weigh?
Oh man, I'm a 300-pound rider.
300.
When I sit down and I'm riding, there's already the proper tension.
Oh yeah, I see. That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's very clever, man. That's really shrewd, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we from what I understood, this will be cooled. So
this right here is advanced thermal solutions from digikey.com. They have different sizes, different profiles. I drill this in the house. Don't do what I did. Go to a machine shop and do it right. No one's eyeball is an actual template, but you can see I did it just right where I barely missed it by a couple of millimeters, and I didn't go into the threading. So I was able to get through this, and basically it's just all temporary just to get zip ties. These are all rated at 200 pounds each, so there's 400 pounds of cumulative tensile strength in all these zip ties.
Yeah, so guys, this will be cool. This is already cool. So there's a lot coming that is gonna make this bike even faster. I don't want to tell you the speed limit yet, but it's a monster, and it'll be a custom seat here. This will be all covered. Still, the way it looks, it's super sexy and super cool. You're not gonna see, like, this is way ahead of what technology can offer and do. And this guy actually tested, and there's so much that went in the research and you know, getting to this level, and it's more coming. So my bike, probably I'm gonna, you know, take advantage of this and really catch up on speed and the build and get there. But this is insane. Like, the amount of power you see in a second is just crazy, and it's all from this motor and this controller. It's so small, so compact. So guys, this is like super cool stuff. So let's do a test ride and show you guys what this thing can do. The builder snapped over 3 hubs, multiple chains. He weighs 300 pounds, and he built this bike to withstand abuse with high torque and speeds over 100 miles an hour. He did not save a dime, and he makes sure the parts installed will last a long time and be reliable. I personally think this frame is not built to, you know, withstand, and it's not suited for this type of performance. But the builder will slowly reinforce and make it work with this kind of stress. Just for the rear hub to make the axle, he had to get custom material, $300 just to make the axle. The Randstar ratchet rear hub was another $300. The custom high-strength spokes and assembly of the rear rim with the spokes on the hub was another $300. So a lot of you know, research and work went into this, and you cannot find a rear wheel that will stand this type of performance or this type of stress and 100 miles an hour top speed. Chain alone was another $150, and he had to choose a very tough strength to withstand this torque. And he has a map that you can adjust the power from 5,000 watts up to 9,000 watts and unlock full power. This motor is so small, so compact, and you have crazy acceleration and torque. So all around, this kit is fantastic. It's priced well, in performance it's insane. You can't find anything similar on the market today. So the build is not completed. We still have to get the upgraded software to, you know, twitch a few things here and there to get, you know, maximum performance so the motor doesn't stall at maximum RPM. But that's coming very soon. I did not have enough room to accelerate to the maximum speed, but this bike is a monster. There's people everywhere, there's cars. Next week we'll find a spot outside the city, properly gear up and squeeze all the power possible out of this motor. You'll be shocked what this tiny kit can do on the highway. If you have a Super 73 RX bike, I can get you partly so you can build the same exact bike for under $3,500 and get this level of performance but I did not include the mag grab brakes in this price. Be 3 times cheaper because I can get you a custom battery that'll be dirt cheap. It's gonna be 72 volts, 35 amp hour capacity, and it can get between 80 to 100 miles top speed, and I'm aiming to get about 100 miles in range. It will take a lot of cooling and DIYing, so it's gonna take a while to get there, probably a couple of weeks, maybe maximum a month. All the info and all the links will be down below in the description box. Stay tuned, more info coming very, very soon.